Welcome to Community CPA channel. This is Tuesday, 3 p.m., our regular time at this moment of my life, and all I want to meet is you. I want to give you today's thought, stories. I want you to introduce you to a website, and this is today's subject, is Immigrant Entrepreneur Summit. Of course, Immigrant Entrepreneur Summit, it is a nonprofit organization. It has a lot to do with community CPA. Let me lead you there. So first of all, folks, you know how our website goes. This is our website, communitycpa.com. You can come here to make an appointment with us and bring your important question. Bring the question that you can't get answered anywhere else. Come to us, we'll get you the answer. And these are all the partners on the list, and you can ask any question. We do have a lot of experience, a lot of background, and we do know our knowledge, and trust us, we are your expert in the area that you want to seek answers. And then I also want to show you our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel has been there for a very long time. We have more than 5,000 subscribers. Please subscribe to our channel, and we have more than 1,000 videos, and everything we talk about, including today, gonna be on YouTube channel, so you're always gonna find us. This is the website. Today, I want to kind of give you the background and why it is here, why I care about it, why is Ian talking about Immigrant Entrepreneur Summit. And this is the nonprofit organization has been growing alongside of Community CPA, alongside of Wells Fargo, alongside of US Bank, because these are the entities, businesses are supporting this event for so long. And so I want you to get to know what website I'm talking about. This is iesusa.org. You can come over here to register for the event that is coming on November 18, 2023, this year, right now, this Saturday. And it starts at 8:30 and ends in the afternoon. It has program after programs. You can come in at any time. You can get your ticket right here on this website. So let me walk you through. I'm looking for my mouse. Upcoming event right here, and then you can come over here and learn about 16th annual national event. Are you kidding me? Yes, 16 times, again and again, and we know our path. We know how well it will be attended, so you can actually register right here, folks. Click that and come into event registration and submit. Okay, we do charge $75, but that $75 is being used 3-4 times on the program, and this is a nonprofit. I am the chair, and I have volunteers after volunteers inside of this organization, and this is an event, signature entrepreneur event in Midwest. We also have smaller event, we call them mini IES, but this is the one, this is the big one. All right, so now let me lead you to our today's content, and I am displaying our PowerPoint, Grow a Nonprofit Through Your Business. Yes, did Ying grow IES through Community CPA? Absolutely. Let me tell you the story about it. And first of all, tell you about me, just in case you're so new to me, you don't know me. Like from this moment on, you are my best friend, okay? There's no space between us. We care about each other. Your success is mine, and my knowledge is yours. So I am the founder and the managing partner of Community CPA. I myself is certified public accountant. If you don't know what that is, bean counter. If you still don't know what that is, the person who just calculate numbers. If you still don't know that is, and we does everything related to money. If you want to be wealthy, well-doing financially, you have us. I served on the member of Taxpayer Advocacy Panel. This is a federal advisory committee to IRS. Isn't that impressive? And we have 40 professionals at our firm, 9 different languages spoken. I always say that at our firm, we really don't need privacy. You know why? Because I can speak Chinese with somebody and the other staff would not be bothered because they don't speak Chinese. So people can speak 9 different languages inside of our firm. So we really do, we're multinational, we are united, we're United Nation in the smaller format, right? We open 6 days a week, by the way, folks. That is something impressive. Where did you find another CPA firm work 6 days a week for you? And we do. And we have online appointment I just showed you on our website. That's how you're gonna track us down. And when you want to meet with me, and instead of calling the firm, you can go on website, book my time. Yes, there is a payment you have to pay, but I promise you, there was never one person I know would regret with the payment they made to our partners. We're all very knowledgeable. So I wrote 2 books so far, and Appointment with Ying at 8 a.m. That was the first book I wrote in 2019, and this year I published the 10 a.m. I am writing the 2 p.m. and the 6 p.m. So I have 4 books lays out the business process. Like you start a business, you grow, you expand, you retire. Maybe not retiring, you repurpose. How's that? So those are the books I'm writing right now, and I would encourage you to go on Amazon, get my book. I am not kidding you. It's easy reading. It brings joy to you, brings you solution. If you want to know how to start up a business, read my 8 a.m. I am not kidding you. It gives you all the answers you needed. Growing your business, I coupled my own experience together with clients, give you a lot of ways how people grow business. Just open up your thought, because the variety is endless. I could never finish writing this book, but the 10 a.m. is a lot thicker than the 8 a.m. I don't really want it to be thick. I want my book to be really easy to read, so you just fall in love with it. And it's just, please look into my book. And no responsibility disclaimer on the YouTube channel, of course. That's why the internet is a place people dump garbages too, right? They're talking irresponsibly. Even if they're president, they can still do that. But we do not do that. We talk responsibly. And here, we just want you to use our knowledge correctly. Sometimes, even if I'm saying something right, but you could interpret that wrong. And so just be really mindful that it is not every word on the internet is golden. You need to learn that on your own, right? All right, let me tell you a story about IES, Immigrant Entrepreneur Summit. This is a nonprofit organization. And so long ago, I really did do community CPA. This career is already 27 years long. So long time ago, 20-some years is a long time. Long time ago, I have clients who would come to me, and because they have done something wrong already, so they come to fix their problem. And I always sit there like just really clenching my teeth, and I think, why are we not giving that knowledge to these people ahead of time? And a gentleman's story, actually it is a gentleman who come to me to see me, and his experience and story really struck me really deep into my heart. What happened is, he is a mechanic, and he worked for this mechanic shop for almost 20 years. So he wants to take early retirement from the shop, then starting up his own mechanic repair service. So he has been saving his money over the years with $20,000 as a down payment to buy a building so that he can set up his repair shop. And he came to me and with the house, and he was so excited. Ying, I finally got my shop, and I am going to start. Please help me to get the company going and tell me what kind of registration I need to do. So he was so excited coming to me because he got a place already. I look at his address. I didn't meant to destroy anybody's dream. I was just looking at the address thinking, somehow I thought that was a residential street. I didn't think it was a commercial. So I checked on the internet, then realized that that particular property he bought was not zoomed commercial. It is residential. So he cannot have a repair shop there unless city changed the change the zoning code on that, which I know is close to impossible. So I told him, I said, when you buy this building, what did the seller tell you? Did they have a business there? He goes, oh yeah, they have a little shop, but they're not doing very well there, so they're selling this building and selling this house. And I said, did you tell them that you're gonna buy it for a car repair shop? He goes, yes, of course he knows, and it'll be a good location because we have a big backyard and stuff like that. But the seller and the buyer don't understand zoning code, so they did this transaction all wrong. When I told him that he cannot have the shop there, I mean, he's probably in his late 40s at that time. I'm telling you that a big guy, muscular, excited, and is sitting in front of your desk and is there almost crying. And I know he didn't cry, but I know how much emotion is around his eyes. My heart broke. I didn't want that to happen. You know, I want to fight for him to get a new zoning code so he can open up his repair shop. So of course that didn't happen. It's not possible. The city, no way. So we actually ended up have to stop the process. So he actually just stopped dreaming. He went back to work, started thinking what to do, selling the property, and suffered about $10,000-$15,000 loss. So the $20,000 become $5,000. Then he, then I didn't see him for a couple of years. Then he came back later on and finally rented a place, started a repair shop. But this story really is not even, this experience I had, so made me think that doing business in U.S. is not all about us having money to do it. It is also about the immigrant, the newcomers, the new business person to learn how to do business in this particular environment, regulations, compliance, rules, and all of these things we need to understand. But who is there to teach that? The university are not. They're teaching you GAAP, but they don't teach you the city ordinance, what you need to learn, right? So with that said, me and another business person who speaks Spanish and a business person who speaks Chinese, three of us got together and decided to put together a crash course a day for business owners who has no business background. So we're saying that if you are an immigrant to business world, whether you're an immigrant to US or not, and regardless, as long as you are new to the business world, you need to come to IES, Immigrant Entrepreneur Summit, to learn to learn the details and to learn the American way of conducting business. And knowing how to speak English is hardly there. And you know how to speak English, but if you don't know the regulations and rules, you're still at loss, right? That's why, President Trump can borrow so much money because he knows how to do it. And then, we don't know how to borrow money because we don't even know our zoning code, right? And, President Trump knows about zoning code. And Mar-a-Lago is a good example of how he manipulates the rules and doing all the things he is doing so he get what he get. And right or wrong, I have no comments. But what I am saying is you have to know the rules and regulations for your own benefit, for your own understanding. For this business owner who wants to open up auto repair shop, that $20,000 should go into a commercial property zoned properly for him. But he went on the wrong way and lost all this money and time. So with that said, three of us put together the first year of IES. That was in 2008, had 260 some attendees coming in. And what we did is we come up with these classes, there are 20 some classes, and then we recognize successful business people and to give an award to because we want to set model. You know how in our desires, if you know to look up to the model, we look up to Jesus to know that how to be a good human and to be forgiven and to accept what need to be accepted. And so that is because there's a model. There is a model of Jesus Christ there for you, right? So same thing, in every endeavor you have in life, you somewhat, even if you don't think you have one, at that level, like Jesus Christ who guide human races, and you would have someone that in your own core, in your own mind, that is your model. So we want to give that model to business owners. So watch this person, see how he is doing. Watch this lady, see how she is doing. So with all of that, and we will bring some momentums to the business world. So that is why IES existed. So IES will be the 16 times here in Iowa and at the DMAC in Ankeny campus. It's an FAA building, and you won't miss it. Go to www.iesusa.org and just look up that event. Know all the owners from, all the winners from the past. And IES also offered this thing called Underwriting Exposed. You know what is Underwriting Exposed? Underwriting is something that behind the scene, the bank approves your loan. If you want to borrow money, there's underwriters you have never met. You don't know these people. And you only know the bankers. The banker just collecting information, give to underwriter. But underwriter is the one that decide whether you're worth of giving money to or not. So we want that to be exposed. We want our people to learn how underwriting is done. So we have this session where contestants, 3 of them we selected to go on the stage to pitch for the business, and then the underwriter will decide who is the winner for the $5,000 award, and then that underwriting process will be exposed for you. The judge will talk about why I find you to be credible, why I give you money, not the other person. So that is how we learn. You see how IES does so much for business people? So today, IES has 800 registrations for this event, and I want to make sure that you come in, and we still have a couple of days. We want to see our registration go surpass 1,000, and please do that for us. And so the next slide is about overview of IES. It's a one-day summit and a community gathering of business people of all background expertise together in one day, highlight the aspect of running a successful business. So look at that. You know, this event has people from 50 different countries of our region. So you can expect 21 seminars. I'm talking about this Saturday, okay? 21 seminars and a multiple track of workshop for people to gain a specific particular knowledge that can apply to your business. It has Hispanic track as well. And we have exhibitor halls with all the exhibitors. Those exhibitors are not just everyday business. They are the business we selected, and they are also the business believed in this group of people. They come in for the day to treat you, to explain to you what they're doing. Then we also have luncheon award. This is the highlight of the event. We give award to outstanding business people and immigrant advocates, and also immigrant spirit award, which is given to someone who really demonstrated the spirit of immigrant, how they are successfully becoming the fabric of the community. So Underwriting Exposed, I mentioned to you, that's in the afternoon. It's a $5,000 award to come in. It's just a lot of event. I promise you that if you go into IES, you don't want to come out because you just felt the pulls of those events and what's going on, the commotions. It is like the outside of building doesn't even exist. You're just gonna be spending your day there. Nobody requires you to do that in the whole day, but that's what happens to everybody when they come. And this is the data we want to give you. So we want, we want you to know that there's 50 different countries presented there. And in so far, from 2008, we had 2,104 companies come out of IES. People get inspired, encouraged, and they have the drive, the hard work to make the business go. 2,104, that's a lot of business coming out of this one event. $45,000 in awards to support new immigrant businesses. That's the cash we give out every year. $5,000 per year to the new startup. It's amazing. I'm excited to think about IES just because it is the right momentum for propelling you forward. You know how have you ever met with people who are just negative? Have you met those people before? I have people in my life like that, very negative. Everything is not good and everything is kind of downward slope. But those kind of people really is the people that you need to leave behind. And in our life, and to go forward, you need the positive energy to be with you. At IES, that's the single strongest resource for positive energy. I promise you that. You just need to come. If you feel down, you feel you lost your business, you feel ashamed of things wasn't going right, don't say a word, just come to IES. That is where you're going to pick yourself up. You will have energy to go forward. And Ambassador Terry Branstad, Governor Kim Reynolds are our regulars attending IES. I can tell you, I think ever since in 2010, both of them coming back to the office, and Governor Branstad and Lieutenant Governor Kim Reynolds, and both of them attended IES year after year. And now Governor Kim Reynolds is coming to the event. Ambassador Terry Branstad, even though retired from that ambassador post and coming back to help with elections and everything, and he is still charged with energy and desire to come to IES. It's just such a huge honor, because that tells you how much of the energy, the belief, the kindness coming through people who are coming to the event. How could you miss it? I would not. I would just go in to see these folks who are one of us. I always say that whoever coming into IES is one of us. Agenda, registration. You know how to register, I showed you, right? And agenda, 8:30, check-in registration. Even if you don't check in, you just want to come, that is okay, just come. And we have a lot of people just coming in that day, especially when the weather is bad. Isn't that interesting? When weather is bad, people stay there whole day. I mean, you just come. Good or bad, you come. And regardless of the weather, 9 o'clock open ceremony, and in the opening, Ambassador Terry Branstad will be speaking, and I will be speaking. And my center of the talk is to finding happiness in business. And a lot of our business owners, with economy going the way it is right now, a lot of us are not so happy. And I will try my very best to tell you how much happiness you can find in your everyday endeavor. In fact, business or not, you can find happiness. So I hope I delivered that effectively, and you come to check it out, okay? And 9:45 network exhibitor visit, 10 a.m. starting workshops. So 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 10 a.m. is one set of workshop going on. Then at 11:15 is another set of workshop. Then 12:30 is our award ceremony. And you come in, even if you cannot make in the morning, you feel like you can make for the lunchtime, you come in. Our lunch is limited, but even if you come and there's no more lunch, you can just go through the event. That is still very rewarding. And at 2 p.m. is the network and event. 2:30 is the last class for the day. Then 3 p.m., man, that's our underwriting expos. We have cheese, crackers, wine. Yeah, don't get drink, they're real wines. And then we also have giveaways from one of our sponsors called eTech City. Okay, story of our eTech City. And her name is Grace, and she was our first accountant at Community CPA. Grace and I, we worked together, and she found her innovation and started this online selling. Now she's so million times well doing, and then anybody I know, so she is doing so great, but she doesn't forget about Community CPA does not forget about IES, so she donate merchandise to IES every year, and she put in cash to support the event every year. So with that said, I want you to come into the underwriting expo to receive one of the gifts that Grace gave to the event, and we pass down to you. All right, these are the sponsors, folks. See that eTech City right there as a partner and a supporter, and that is the Grace I was talking about. Then of course, Wells Fargo is always our top sponsor alongside of Community CPA. As long as Community CPA exists, and the support to IES will be there. And that's my personal promise, and it is the organizational promise. So with that said, and IES is for sure will go bigger and bigger. We want you to see why we can go that far. Come around. I welcome you to Community CPA's IES event. All right. That's our today's short brief. And do you still remember how to go to register for IES? Let me get you there. Just give me a second. And so remember, you go to IES. You go to iesusa.org. That is the URL you go on. And then you will be coming to 16th Annual National IES. And you will click that open and register. Okay? The address is FFA Enrichment Center at 1055 Southwest Perry Trail Parkway, Ankeny, Iowa. Ankeny, Iowa. All right. And the registration fee is $70. And if you say that, Ying, I want to go, but I don't have the $70, just call me and email me. I'll pay for you. You deserve it. You deserve the opportunity to see the positive result out of a positive event, and knowing that you can be the one living a good life or fulfilling life. You can become a volunteer for IES. We always need volunteers. All right, folks, I will see you again on Saturday. Oh, this Saturday is IES, so it will be the only Saturday I'm not on webinar, but I will see whether I can get my webinar to show you just what IES is all about. I will see you around.